YouTube, it's Lana, and I'm here today with the Project Panner tag. This was started by Sarah Rose. She's the one that created it. I will be linking it down below, or linking her, I should say. But a lot of other Project Panners have been jumping in on this, so I figured I would too. It's been a really long time since I've done a tag. So let's roll with it. Anyways, I have my computer in front of me, so if you see me looking up and down a lot, that's why. Because I saved the questions on my computer. Question 1. How long have you been project panning? I have been project panning since 2013. Like officially on YouTube and all that stuff, so quite a long time. Jesus, I've been on YouTube for 7 years now. I mean, I just do it for fun, but I forget sometimes that it's been that long. Like, I was in my 20s when I started on YouTube. I'm not in my 20s anymore. Anyways, question 2. What made you decide to start panning? What did you hope to get out of it? I started panning because a friend of mine online had started doing it. Her name is The Blushed Beauty. I will link her down below. She had a project pan going, and I thought that sounded fun because I'm just weirdly kind of competitive like that. It's like, it's competitive against myself. It's not really competitive with other people's, but it's like, I know I can do that. I know I can finish such and such amount of time, so let me try that. Which is why, you know, I set goals for myself every year and try to exceed them or change the goal completely and be like, okay, well, last year I did this next year I'm doing this. I don't compare myself to other people, but I compare myself to, like, you know, stuff I did in the past. What did I hope to get out of it? It just looked fun, honestly. Number 3, how do you like to structure your project pans? Short seasonal projects, year-long rolling, or something else? I do a mixture of both, actually. Like, I love to join in on the seasonal ones, especially ones that a lot of people are doing. I love to join in and work with other people, see what they're panning versus what I'm panning. Once again, not in like a competitive thing, but just in a comparison thing. Like, that's why I love to watch them. I love to see what everybody else is working on. It's like, oh, I've worked on that in the past. This is what helped me. Or, girl, I don't know why you're trying to pan that in a short amount of time because it took me a year. I wish you the best of luck. That would be the IT Cosmetics brow powder. You will never finish that in 3 months. It's just not the formula of it. Anyways, I also really like year-long rolling pans. I like rolling pans in general because I'm one that's like, I don't want to get down to filming for like 2 products for an update. Like, that's just me. I like to have more things to show and more things to work on. Because I don't feel overwhelmed having a lot of stuff to work on for some reason. And everybody's like, well, how do you keep track of it? Which I'm sure is in a later question. But yep, I won't say because it's the next question. So yeah, I like both. I'll do the seasonal ones, and I usually have at least one year-long or perpetually ongoing in case of my Young, Wild, and Cruelty-Free one until I decide I'm done, basically. Like, I'll usually have at least 1 or 2 year-long ones going. I think if you count the Young, Wild, and Cruelty-Free one, I have 3 going right now because I have the hashtag Team Project Pan and I have finished 20 in 2020 that I'm doing with the Geeks and Beauties. So, but I do seasonal ones as well, or the, what is it called? Project Pan Roulette that Rebecca and Alexi started. Like, their big list of Project Pan Roulette stuff that's in like its 7th round now, I think. I do that as well, and that's basically a seasonal project pan. What are your favorite ways to keep track of your progress? Number 4, I have notebooks. Literally, this is my project panning notebook right now. As you can see, it's an Iron Man one. I bought it on Amazon because I'm obsessed. But yeah, it has like makeup. How much of every piece of makeup I want to use up this year. A list of all my pans. Like, I just finished filming the Young, Wild, and Cruelty-Free one. This was in my old notebook, but when I finished that notebook, I literally ripped out that page and stapled it in here. Here's a mini madness list that's already like huge, even though it's only April. Here's what I need to film for in the next couple of days, the 20 in 2020 lip product one. But yeah, I like lists, and I like to write it by hand. That's just how old I am. Now for the hashtag Team Project Pan one, I actually have a template on here because Kat and Haley created the template and it's amazing looking. I will link that down below as well because it's free for anybody to use. But because it has like spots for weights and stuff, and I never remember to leave a spot to write in weight, so that's why I write on the back of sheets a lot for, like, say if I open my notebook, this is where my list of stuff I'm panning is for that particular product. On this back page right here, I will usually wind up writing out weights of products. So yeah, in that template though, it has like spots for weights of products and everything. Number 5, what products have been the easiest for you to pan? Foundation. I think I just use too much, but like because I'm so freaking pale, 80% of my foundations don't match me. Like, one of the few that legitimately matches me right now is the El Maquillage, which I'm going to be rolling into the hashtag Team Project Pan this month when I update it because I finished my other one, but this one actually matches me. But like for the most part, I still take foundations like down my neck and stuff like that. So maybe that, and I prefer to use a beauty sponge, which tends to soak up a little bit of product, but I can go through a foundation in like 2.5 months. So yeah, that's just the thing that is like super duper easy for me to pan. Setting sprays are also a pretty easy thing for me to pan. Like MAC Fix Pluses are the things that last the longest for me. This one's lasted 2, 3, 4. It'll be 5 months when I finish it this month because I started it in December. No, I think I didn't start it until January. Late December, early January. So these take me about 4 to 5 months. This is my last one because I am giving my coconut one to my mom because she wants to try it. And since I'm trying to get MAC out of my collection anyway, I figure I'll just give it to her. But you know, once I start using setting sprays, like, because sometimes I have multiples in different projects because it's like, well, this one's almost finished, so let me roll a different one into this project. I do that a lot. Once I get started on them and I'm using them exclusively, they usually take me about 2 to 3 months too, which I don't think is that bad. What products have been the hardest for you to pan? Blushes and lip products. Those are the two that are the hardest for me. And the thing is, I don't even know why lip products are. I think that's the one area where I tend to compare myself to others because I see other people who finish like 10 lipsticks in a year and I struggle to go through 5, which is still really great, but I think it helps a little bit if I focus a little more on add in some minis, which a lot of people seem to do. But like last year I tended to focus more on my full-size stuff because a lot of my full-size stuff is getting older. So I'm trying not to buy a lot of lip products because they go bad quicker. So that's one where I get a little frustrated because I see other people go through more and I'm like, why can't I go through that many? But my goal every year is to go through like 5 regular lipsticks or liquid lipsticks. I count them all in one category. 5 lip glosses, 5 lip balms, and 5 lip pencils. Lip pencils are also really easy for me to pan, so. But like lipsticks and lip glosses are the 2 of the harder things for me. I think it might be just because I forget to reapply. And I see other people, and I get frustrated because I see other people go through more. Even though I know that like 5 of each is great and I shouldn't be that concerned with it. And the other thing that is hella hard for me to pan is blush. And that is because I am so pale and even just using not even that much, it goes for a very striking blush look. So I've just kind of learned to like a striking blush look. Those are the 2 hardest. So number 7. What are the types of products that you rarely or never put into project pans? I don't tend to put mascaras a lot because I figure those are pretty boring. Now, if it's like a project pan roulette, if it fits the category, I will put in a mascara. But other than that, I usually don't. I don't put in brow gels for the same reason. But beyond that, or liquid liners. For those 3 for all basically the same reason. I just don't think they're very interesting to watch me pan from month to month. Although I might mention, in like my project use it up some month, like, hey, I need to throw out this mascara this month, so I'm going to put it in here. That's why I put them in that, because it just reminds me 3 months, 3 months. I very, very strongly adhere to that because my eyes are very sensitive. But otherwise, you know, I'll put in anything. I tend to not pan like wax products. I actually do, but I don't film them, let me put it that way, because I have a lot of like wax melts and candles and stuff like that, and I try to make sure to use them up kind of regularly. Should I do like a project wax? Because I see other people do it and I think it's fascinating. I definitely like watching it. So if you guys would like to see that from me, I will happily do it. I just don't know if anybody wants to see me talk about, you know, this is the candle I'm burning right now that I'm trying to use up. These are the couple of wax melts I'm trying to use up this month. Tell me if I'm wrong. If you guys want to see that, I will happily film it. Do you pan skincare, body care, or strictly makeup? Like I said, I pan everything. This isn't a project pan right now. It is my brush cleaner. Especially if it's something I need help to remember to use, I will throw it in a project pan. Which, like, let's say my Young, Wild, and Cruelty Free, it's on my mind because I literally just filmed it before I started filming this. Like, there's a hair care product, there's shampoo and conditioner that I don't want to lift because they're heavy. There's a body wash. I pan body lotions and I'm still terrible at it. That's another thing I'm terrible at because I forget to use them. I forget to use body lotions. So, number 9. What is your number 1 advice for a successful project pan? And it's something that I have to keep in mind for myself too, even though I tell this to everybody who's saying like I had a bad month project panning. Don't be so hard on yourself. It's just makeup. Now, I know some people are like, I spent a lot of money on this. I want to make sure I get my money's worth and that it doesn't go bad. Well, if you've been using it regularly, even if you don't finish it necessarily before it goes bad, as long as you've been using it, you're still getting your money's worth. Now, because of the self-quarantining stuff that everybody has going on right now, you can't say the name of the virus because YouTube demonetizes your videos over that because they suck. A lot of people aren't wearing as much makeup right now, even though it's a great, like, make you feel good self-care step to do in the day to make you feel a little bit better even if you're not going anywhere. Like, this makeup I put on just because I felt like it and because I wanted to film. I'm not going anywhere looking like this. I'm just looking prettier on camera. That's it. So put on makeup even if you're not going anywhere, if you got time for it. Now, if you've got kids running around the house and you're working from home, I can understand why you don't really have time to do it right now. Luckily, the only children I have are tiny and furry. And I can just stick them in a bed and they will sleep for an hour while I do my makeup. If I need to, you know, be like, get off me, I need to do my makeup. Get off me, I need to do my makeup, because they want to sit on me at all times. They're little bitty chihuahuas. Well, not really little bitty. One of them's fat. But they're chihuahuas. They want to be on top of me all the time. That's just how they are. And I love them for it. But sometimes I'm like, can't you just sit over there for like 20 minutes? No. I'm rambling. Sorry. Anyways. Number 10. Has panning affected your makeup and purchasing habits? If so, how? Probably not as much as it should. I still love to shop. And another reason why I project pan is to kind of get that turnover in my collection. So that when I do shop, I just made an elf order actually because it just gets so miserable sitting around the house all day, every day. And you're like, you know what, let me go shopping. It'll make me feel a little bit better. I only bought like 5 things, so it's not like I bought like a huge elf order. No, I can't do that, but I can buy like 5 things. Whatever, but I do try to not purchase too many lip products because they are pretty hard for me to pan, and along with, I try to not purchase too many blushes. Now, I have subscription boxes that I will get like a lip product or a blush from on occasion, so that's especially why I try not to purchase anymore, because I know I'm going to get several of them throughout the year. I don't necessarily keep everything that I get in my subscription boxes because I know like that's not going to work for me. I know I can't use that. That's not from a cruelty-free company. Let me give that away or put it on the swap site so I can get something that is cruelty-free or whatever. I wish there were more subscription boxes that let you like click a cruelty-free option. I think if Ipsy and BoxyCharm did that, that would be amazing. So many brands you get through Ipsy and BoxyCharm are cruelty-free at this point, so if I get the occasional one-off, I just send it to somebody else or I give it away or something like that. Like, I don't keep it. I should probably cut back my spending a little bit more, especially right now. I'm very thankful that my husband can work from home, so we are not experiencing what a lot of people are going through right now, but, you know, never hurts to save money. So, but I'm terrible at low buys and no buys. Like, as soon as I try to restrict myself, it gives me anxiety. And I already have a lot of anxiety, so I don't need to add to it. So yeah. Anyways, that is it. Thank you guys for tuning in. Definitely check out Sarah Rose down below. She is a great cruelty-free project panner that if you are interested in either of those things, she's a great one to check out. As always, you guys know I do appreciate you tuning in, and hopefully I will see you later. Bye.